here, so all these mics, just gonna move them. Is that enough? Thanks.
Good afternoon. Thank you for being present with us today. Today, we can say that after a long wait of approximately 56 years is the beginning of bringing justice to the accused, the victim, and the community. John Feit, who was a priest in 1960 and was here in the McAllen area and the Rio Grande Valley area, has been indicted for the alleged murder of Irene Garza. Irene Garza was murdered in 1960 at the age of 24. John Feit has been extradited and is being transported from Arizona to Texas. When he's booked in and processed at the Hidalgo County Jail, at that time we'll make a statement and let the press know when he's been booked in and processed. At this time, I'd like to thank Maricopa County deputies in Arizona and the sheriff for their full cooperation and assistance on apprehending John Feit and helping us with the extradition from Arizona to Hidalgo County, Texas. I want to make one thing clear. This case is not about politics. This case is not about proving a point. The only motive in this case is to finally bring justice and closure to this cold case. Approximately after 1 year and 2 months of reviewing and investigating this case, along with the Texas Rangers, McAllen Police Department, in our office, we could not walk away from this case, the murder of Irene Garza, with clean hands. What does that mean? It means that all of us here today, at one point, who are standing with me, took an oath to uphold the laws and the Constitution of Texas and of the United States, and because of our obligations, duties, and responsibilities to the accused, to the victim, and to our community, it is our duty to proceed forward to seek justice. Yes, we do believe in the principal tenets of our Constitution and our judicial system, that one is innocent until proven guilty. However, we are confident that after a jury hears all of the facts and the evidence, we will get past the threshold of beyond a reasonable doubt. During the course of reviewing and investigating this cold case, and up until today, we do have new facts and evidence. But at this time, we are not going to discuss or answer anything pertaining to the facts or the evidence of this case. At the appropriate time, the facts and evidence will be presented in a court of law to a jury. And that jury, being the judges of the facts and the evidence, will have the power and responsibility to decide on the facts. Citizens of Hidalgo County and of the state of Texas, I truly take to heart the primary duty that the laws of Texas dictates to a prosecutor, which is our primary duty not to convict, but to see that justice is done. So today, as I have mentioned before, we're one step closer in seeking justice. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here this afternoon, and that is our statement from the District Attorney's Office. I know we have Chief Victor Rodriguez here, who will also give a statement. Chief.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We thank you on behalf of the City of McAllen and the McAllen Police Department, and we want to take this time to also thank District Attorney Rick Rodriguez for hosting this particular event. We have been under siege for information and interviews, as you might guess. But one of the things that should underlie today's availability to you is that this is a matter that's in trial, and it should be constricted in what we can say in fairness to all. as has been said, this is a matter that is pending trial, and therefore, because of that, it's important for us to recognize our role in the criminal justice system. Law enforcement investigates and sometimes arrests, and thereafter we must defer to the prosecutor in our county, in this case, District Attorney Ricardo. And we have, before him, 2 others. In this last review of this case, and the last review dates back to 2002 forward, and I failed to mention a little while ago that we have other people here with us that are joining us today, and we're thankful to them for being with us, over the last few years, particularly DPS. Their labs and their troopers and their ranger service have been part of our team throughout all these years. Sheriff Guerra is here with us, and he, over the last few weeks and days, has been instrumental in helping us basically achieve what we're trying to do today, and that is return this particular suspect to Hidalgo County. So we're thankful to all the partnerships getting this thing done. But over the years, as I was trying to tell you, we must work within the system. In this last review, as this one dating back to 2002, in the public record, I think if you examine the record, we have been very clear at the City of McAllen Police Department, and speaking for investigators, all of us that were involved at the time, that we've always believed that there was probable cause there for John Feit to face charges in the death of Irene Garza. In our latest review, we believe that still to be the case. With the assistance of Rick Rodriguez as District Attorney, presented that same information to a grand jury here, and we were able to get a true bill from the grand jury, and therefore the system moves forward. So now the system that I've mentioned to you thus far must continue to go to work. It must continue to go to work for Irene Garza, and in this case for the suspect as well. So we are players in that system, and therefore we have to respect that system, and we have throughout all these years. So we'll let that system go to work, and in the end, the system will tell us whether our judgments are well-founded or not. With that, we thank you again for being here today. Thank you.
I'm just going to say a few words. I know I've been asked by some of our media partners on the process on how the individual is going to be booked in our county jail. But first, I want to start off by thanking Chief Victor Rodriguez. I want to commend his office, his investigators. I want to thank the Texas Rangers in this case, and last, I want to thank the leadership of our District Attorney, Ricardo Rodriguez, for all the work that he's doing in bringing justice to Irene Garza. The prisoner will once we get notified from our partners that he's ready, we will pick him up, and we will transport him to the county jail, and we will book him in like any other prisoner. Because of his age and his health condition, he will be evaluated by our medical staff. Depending on his condition, we will, if we need to, we'll bring in a medical doctor to evaluate him. He will be put into our infirmary. He'll be in a cell by himself, where he will have basically 24-hour coverage, so we can monitor him. But again, he will be treated like any other prisoner that comes into our county jail. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for coming. That concludes our news conference. Could you say something in Spanish?
I'd rather just do it one just in Spanish. Yeah, that way we can cover it.
thank you for coming. That concludes our news conference, and we'll see you next time.